Hi children, welcome back to English class. Today we are going to discuss the revision worksheet unit 1. This is SA1 revision worksheet, and you know that in your first unit and first lesson peace and harmony we have the grammar topic called kinds of adverbs, and I would like to ask you to watch the video once again, the grammar video kinds of adverbs which is available in the website. Okay, fine children, now it's time to revise. The first Roman number asks you to identify the type of adverb in each sentence. Okay, so you need to identify, as I discussed many times, that in like kinds of adverbs, and there are 5 kinds of adverbs: adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of degree, and adverb of frequency. Now here are the sentences and they have underlined even the adverbs. You just write the kind of adverb. You need to identify the kind of adverb. The first one is I never forget to do my homework. Never. You know that never is an adverb of frequency. It's an adverb of frequency because adverb of frequency tells you the how frequently you repeat the same work. Okay, you can see here some of a note I'm displaying the kinds of adverbs, and you get idea. So it's like revision. Okay, and then the second one is he answered quickly to my question. How he answered to my question? Quickly. So this quickly is answering the question word called how. So this is an adverb of manner. Any adverb which gives you answer to the question word called how, then that adverb is an adverb of manner. The third one, I went to the market yesterday. This is very simple. Yesterday is telling you the time of action. Okay, it's when did you go? Yesterday. So it's telling about the time of action. So yesterday is an adverb of time. Let's go with the fourth one. He stood there. Where he stood? There or here, whatever it may be. But any word which tells you that place of action, and they are called as adverb of place. Okay, let's go with the last one. Okay, Lata is too tall. Last one of this Roman number 1. Lata is too tall. How much tall? Too tall. Any word which tells you the extent of an adjective or extent of the verb or action word, or how much extent of an another adverb, is known as adverb of degree. So it's telling how much tall, how much extent of that adjective word called tall. So it is an adverb of a degree. I hope you have understood the kinds of adverbs and how to identify them. Here is the note I have displayed. Here, adverb describes verbs, adjectives, and also another adverb, and many examples you could see here and I have mentioned, and they are the examples of adverb of time, adverb of place, adverb of manner, and adverb of frequency. Okay, let's go with the next Roman number, that is Roman number 2. Yeah, fine. Roman number 2 is about fill the blanks with the adverb of manner, adverb of time, or adverb of frequency. Now let's see the first question, that is no, before that, let us see the answers given in the box. The first one is sweetly, and second one is correctly, third one is often, fourth one is now, and fifth one is regularly. Now let's go. You have to fill the correct adverb, the kind of adverb in the blank. The first one is I often watch the movies in the theater. Oh, I said the answer. I'm so sorry. I dash watch the movies in the theater. So you can't write I sweetly watch or I correctly watch or I now watch. I regularly you can use it, but let us take I often watch the movies in the theater. Okay, now let's go with the second one. Who can answer this dash? Said the teacher. Who can answer this sweetly? I can't ask any teacher, okay? We could say, who can answer this correctly? So the second one is the correct answer. That is, who can answer this correctly? This is adverb of manner. The first one, I often watch the movies in the theater. The first one often is an adverb of frequency. Okay, children, now let's go with the third one. Don't disturb me, dash. Don't disturb me. Sweetly, no, we can't ask. Don't disturb me sweetly, heartily, okay. Hardly, or something like that. Bitterly, even. So, don't disturb me now. Now it's an adverb of time talking, it's telling the time of action. So now is an adverb of time. Now let's go with the fourth one. I read newspaper dash, and now only we left sweetly and regularly. I read newspaper sweetly is not correct, so it's not looking good, quite correct. Okay, so I read newspaper regularly. That means every day I read newspaper. Okay, then the next one is the last one. She got first prize because she sang sweetly. So now we got sweetly answer, right, children? Okay, now Roman number 3 is that let me remember you that degrees of comparison adjectives. Okay, clever, cleverer, cleverest, positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Okay, here are some blanks, and I have given already positive, comparative, and superlative. Here and there I have given answer. The rest you have to fill the blanks. Now let's see this one. The first one, positive, I did not give. The second one is better, and the third one, superlative form, is best. So what's the answer? Positive form. Yeah, you are correct. That is good. Good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. I hope you remember all this. Okay. The second one is a little again. Okay, a little less. Comparative form of little is less. And what is the superlative form of little? Okay, little, less, least. Least, least. Little less, least is the superlative form of word little. I mean, adjective little. Okay, now let's go with the third one, pleasant. And I did not give comparative form, but actually I have given superlative form. Okay, it has started the new page. No problem. I finish it quickly. So little, less, least, pleasant, more pleasant, most pleasant. Then the next one is famous, more famous, most famous. And last one is fat, fatter, fattest. Okay, this is Roman number 4, reading and comprehension part. Yeah, let's see the passage. Okay. Gradually, all the animals began suspecting one another. Earlier, they had lived together, slept together, and roamed around the forest together. Now they started to put up boundaries and build fences around their properties. They moved about individually or with their own group. Okay, children, this is a passage about, and you need to answer the questions that follow. The first question is, how did the animals live earlier? So you could start. This is direct question, so no need to worry. Earlier, the animals lived together, slept together, and roamed around the forest together. Directly, it is the first line. Okay, then the second question is why do you think the animals began suspecting one another? This is you have to imagine, and you should remember the stories why they started suspecting each other. You know this. That's why I have asked the question, why do you think? You should think and imagine, and you should remember the story, and you should write the answer. So you should start like this. The animals began suspecting each other because the jackal poisoned the minds of the animals. That's the answer. Okay, now let's go with the third one. And the third question is, according to the passage, how did the animals move in the forest after jackal entered? That is animals, Nana. Only animal we are getting. Animals. Okay, I think. Okay. So, according to the passage, or you can start after jackal entered. Okay, they started to move about individually or with their own groups. You can write, or the animals moved about individually or with their own group after jackal entered the forest. That's like direct answer and simple way to answer. The next question is, pick the word from the passage that means slowly. Which word is giving the same meaning of the word slowly? That is synonym. Synonym means the word which gives you the same meaning. For example, if I say big, what is another synonym for the big? Synonym of the big is tall. In the same way, slowly, synonym you have to identify. That gives you same meaning. Yeah, you are correct. That is gradually. Gradually, actually, if I say the meaning is step by step, okay, that is slowly. Step by step means slowly. So gradually, slowly are the synonyms, are giving the same meanings. Now our next question is that is the last question. Pick the word from the passage of which is opposite to the word separately. Which word is giving you the opposite meaning of the word separately? Living separately, so living. Second line, the last word, that is correct, together. So together, just you write for such answers, pick the word, right answer only in the exam. You should write only that word. No need to write the word from the passage that means slowly. No need to write sentence structure for this. But first three questions you need to answer with full sentence structure, otherwise you are going to lose the marks. Now, and you should remember the tense of the questions first of all. Okay children, fifth answer is separately, opposite word together. Okay, now what I want to say is, the first question, once you see how did the animals live earlier, then how should you start? Did is we to form, it is in past form, and you need to answer in past tense only, past form. That is, you should start the animals lived v to form, or you can start earlier, the animals lived together, and slept together and roamed the forest together. Okay, everything should be in the past form, that you shouldn't forget. And you should write full sentence structure for answers like this, reading and comprehension. Okay children, I would like to remember you that this question paper S7 is for 35 marks, and 5 marks, remaining 5 marks, that is 3 marks for your notebook part. And I hope you have submitted, and I have given you, those who have submitted I have already marked for 3 marks. Okay, and remaining 2 marks is for your attendance. So try to attend all the online classes. Okay, let's go with the next Roman number, that is Roman number 5. Yeah, now let's see the vocabulary part, that is Roman number 5. And the question is rewrite the underlined words of the passage following the direction. Okay, and the passage is I have nothing grand to offer you, and I don't glow or sing, but what I have I give with my heart. And he scampered away. He returned dragging his dry branches. And you know that, I think you remember, this is from Unit 1 Reading C, Grand Contest in the Forest. Okay, this I have taken three lines I have picked from this Unit 1 Reading C. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to answer the questions that follow given directions and the word underlined. The first word I have underlined is grant. On question is for grant you have to write the synonym of the word of grant. A synonym means, as I said before, that the word which gives you the same meaning. Okay, so for grand synonym, you could write magnificent, you could write major, you could write biggest, you could write prime. So you could write any one of these: magnificent, prime, major, or biggest. You should write only the one answer. And actually, in the exam, you get one blank after that word. Write only that word. Okay, that is magnificent or any one word which gives you the same meaning of the word grant. Now let's go with the second one. Write the past form of the word offer. Offer is V1. You should write past form means V2. Offer past form offered. OFFERET, offered. Okay. So the V3 of offered is again OFFERET. Offer, offered, offered, offering, offers. Okay, let's go with the third one. Write the antonym of the word glow. Means antonym means you should write the opposite word of glow. Opposite meaning. Antonym means the word which gives you the opposite meaning. So glow opposite meaning you have to write the word which gives you the opposite word, opposite meaning. That is, glow opposite is dim, dull. Glow means shining, very bright. Okay, and glow opposite is dim, dull, shade. You could write any one answer is enough. Okay, the next one is write the superlative form of the word dry. Fourth one, dry. Dry, drier, driest. Okay, no need more. This is like a one syllable word, dry, dry. Okay, dry, drier, driest. Okay, next one is pick the plural noun from the passage. Now, whole passage you have to pick a plural noun. You know plural noun and singular noun. Suppose if you take book, book is a singular noun. And what is a plural form of book? Books. In the same way, can you identify or could you identify the plural noun from the passage? So here in this passage, the two lines are I have nothing grand to offer you. I don't glow or sing, but what I have I give with my heart. And he scampered away, he returned, dragging his dry branches. So I didn't mention if I give 5, Roman number 5, the question number 5, then you get answer. So I did not mention. And the answer is branches. Branches is a plural noun from the passage. Okay, the next one is creative part, and you have to prepare invitation card. And the question is, suppose you are planning to conduct a cultural program, or your school is conducting cultural program and in your school on the occasion of your school anniversary, then you have to design an invitation card or prepare an invitation card. And you know that how to prepare. You need to draw a square, first a border, and then heading with the invitation, and then you should write after invitation your school name, New Vision School, and then cultural program or that cultural jamboree, that whatever name you give for your school anniversary, or you can write an invitation for school anniversary. enough. Okay, and then you should not forget to mention date and time, and then you have to start with first one, venue where you are conducting your school program, that is New Vision School. Guest of honor, to whom you are inviting as a guest of honor. Next, welcome address. Who is giving welcome address? Some other teacher's name or your anyone's name you could give. And then you should start the cultural programs heading, and then you should mention in order the dance, the song, or anything skit, and anything that programs that you have, you should mention. And who is going to do dance, like classical dance by 6th Aurora, like in Aurora 1, like girl side. In that way, you should give. And then in the end, you should not forget to mention the vote of thanks. Who is going to give the vote of thanks in the end? And later, the last line, all are welcome. And by whom? By the students of 6th standard Aurora, A1, A2, A3. A1, A2, A3, you can mention, or your class, just 6th standard Aurora, 6th standard Aurora 1, you can mention in that way also. This is all about this revision part of Unit 1. And next time I'm going to upload a worksheet revision, SA1 revision worksheet on Unit 2. Okay, children, I hope you have we have solved this revision worksheet 1, and you don't have any doubts. Suppose if you have any doubts, you could ask me through WhatsApp, my personal number. That's all for today's session. Bye bye for now. Have a nice time.